Working on a 2012 Subaru Outback, and I believe this is the same for a 2010 through 2012. We're going to replace out this front motor mount. It is the one that has this third bolt that goes through it. Some of the newer models, that's not there. And part of that is because of this retaining bracket right here that goes down, so we got to remove it. So there's 3 bolts to remove. This one here, it's a 14 mil, and then the one down here in the top middle, and then there's one back under here, if I can show it to you. Maybe not. Just right underneath here. We're going to do ourselves a favor and get this air inlet duct out of the way. That way we've got room to move our ratchet around. So it's just these 2 clips, and it comes out. So this bottom bolt down here, it's a 14 mil also, but a deep well socket's a little too long and the shorty's a little too short by itself, because it's got this little lip that runs right through here, and it kind of bumps against the short one. So if you've got just a tiny extension to use with that, it fits well. That's in there good. Oh, there we go. Broke it loose. And that third one for the bracket, you'll just have to find it and then break it loose too. I'm just going to finish getting these out by hand for all 3 of them now that they're broke loose. Alright, all 3 of those bolts are the same, so not a big deal. And then once you get the bracket loose, just pull it out like a big old turkey wishbone. Okay, so the bracket right here on this one is broken, which is why I'm replacing this one. So the next thing we got to do is remove this bolt that comes across through here, and that's a 14 mil also. Alright, so now we're under the car. This is on the driver's side, and I'm going to see if I can just loosen this nut. Okay, so then we're going to have the actual bolts that go into the block. There's one on the driver's side and there's one on the passenger side. Alright, so on the driver's side, I took the extension off. Well, kind of in the way. Start to loosen it up. Okay, so right back there, this is the passenger side. I just can't get a good shot for you guys from down here, but it's just opposite the driver's side. Alright, back on the driver's side, I needed to move to a ratcheting wrench because the socket was backing out into the motor mount itself. And then also, break it down here, I did need to put a jack under the oil pan just to raise it up a little bit, just to get the tension off of the bolts. It's barely sitting on there. Alright, so both of the upper bolts are out. This center bolt's loose. And it's good to wear gloves. This metal on this exhaust cover is sharp. And then we should be able to finagle this mount out of here. I probably need a pry bar. Alright, so I'm sitting over it. I'm just going to see if I can wiggle this thing. I'm losing you. Tight spot. Alright, up and out the middle. So, let's look at them. There's the broken one. And this one I got from a salvage yard. So, it was cheaper and it was still in good shape. Just gonna go back down the way it came out. Probably wouldn't hurt to put a little bit of lubricant right there. Okay, so apparently you just gotta finagle it for a minute. Yeah, it just took a little bit of wiggling of the amount to get the bolt through. So I'm gonna leave the nut off. I'm gonna line these other bolts up. Okay, let me update you. Slight modification. I took that cross bolt out because this I could not get pushed down far enough to be able to line the bolts up with the engine block. So I backed that out, got this down to where the bolts will hand thread in, and those are just going to stay loose, but threaded in a few threads. Now I'm going to raise and lower the motor as needed to get this bracket in place. Alright, I'm breathing heavier than I was. I gotta be honest with you guys. I had to back those top bolts out and go back to putting this one in first because I could not get this to line up when those bolts are in. So I'm going back to this version and seeing what I gotta do to pry this to make those top bolts fit. I'll let you know. So you can see how far that's got to travel. So I've got to get the motor pushed away far enough to get that bracket to drop down. So I've got some pry bars and things to put down here. I'm just not sure which version's gonna make it happen yet. Okay, so I need like just a smidge of room. So I'm going to loosen up the upper engine mount on both sides, the driver and the passenger, and see if that gives me just enough to get that in there. Okay, yeah, that was the secret sauce. So loosen up and remove that top right nut right there on the driver's side, and then on the passenger side right there. Just back those all the way off so that when you're lifting the engine up, it gives you enough clearance to get these bolts in, and then they just thread in like butter. Then you can go through, put your final tension on it. Easier said than done, apparently. And then we'll drop it down and tighten up the bushing bolt. Alright, the jack's been removed from the car. The weight's on the motor mount. I'll just finish snugging it up. Alright, remember to tighten down your upper engine mount bolts. You don't want to forget that. Give you a bumpy ride, eh? And we'll snug those up with the wrench. And then put your little wishbone bracket back in there with the 3 bolts. Bob's your uncle. Hope it helped you out. Thanks.